Welcome into another Mystery Fifth Hour, along with Jim Dunaway, Lance Taylor, Rockstar Sean Henniger. I'm Ryan Brown. How many people know your real name, would you imagine, that watch this show?
The show?
Yeah. What percentage?
I'll go less than 50.
Less than 50 know that his name
I'll
is
go 20,
Sean Henniger.
I'll go 15 to 25%.
I would say 50% know Sean. I don't know if they know the full name.
Yeah, I'd go 60 know Sean.
I remember one time somebody was asking about where you were playing. I told them, and they got there, and they're like, the sign says it's some guy named Sean Henniger.
Yeah.
I was like, that's
and
Rockstar.
he is awful.
I was like, that is Rockstar. If you'll just stick around, he'll start playing. The Mystery Fifth Hour, presented as always, Sean Henniger, by who? McCurry.
McCurry Van & Car Rental.
McCurry Van and Car Rental, all the vehicles you want, trucks, SUVs, passenger vans. They make it super easy to rent. Getting you in and out fast. Locations in Athens, Muscle Shoals, Huntsville, and Coleman on 2nd Avenue Northwest. Reserve your rental today, 256-559-1003 or McCurryRentals.com. That is McCurryRentals.com. Rockstar.
So everybody always asks like what you would have for your last meal on death row. What if they put on death row your punishment? Part of your punishment was they're going to give you the worst meal, in your opinion. What would make your worst meal? And mine would have to be some kind of fish.
Any kind of fish?
I can't do any kind of fish. I can't do shrimp. It's all about texture. Nothing in the water. English peas. And oh, by the way, you got to finish your plate. English peas, I cannot decide what would be dessert. It has to be something like raspberry. I hate anything tart. I hate raspberry or blackberry, anything like that. I'm trying to think of what else would be.
I like that you go dessert.
Like
it's an awful meal, but give me dessert.
Well, you have to have it's a meal.
Okay, we got to have every
steamed carrots.
Yep.
Nothing to dip them in. You just got to eat steamed carrots.
Yeah, that is rough.
Cauliflower.
You don't like that either?
No, I mean that would be, and you got to finish your plate. And also, you got to understand, you're about to die. You're about to be executed. You're not going to be that hungry. It's going to be even worse that you're like, I got to finish this plate.
Yeah. And then you probably shit all over yourself the food you hated.
Yeah, I wouldn't be concerned
Possible.
about that part.
That's possible.
How about mine?
Somebody's got to clean that up.
For my meat, I would go raccoon because I've had it before.
Right.
It's a greasy, disgusting animal.
Now, the way you had it prepared, though, was like in a jambalaya,
yeah,
right?
yeah. But it still
what
didn't work.
What did they do to it? They like fry it and put it in jambalaya, or was it?
I think he actually baked it.
So he baked it.
Or like stewed it up.
Could you imagine that oven? What that smelled
Do you
like?
know what that all stemmed from? That bet?
I remember Tikio Spikes talking about how he loves raccoon.
His mom would always cook up raccoon.
Takeo Spike said that? So then you and Fitzy bet it.
Oh.
And then he lost, so he had to actually eat a full bowl. I just tried it just because I was there, and it was awful. So I would start with the raccoon, then I'd put some cottage cheese on it.
Oh, I was going to include that in mine. It
Cottage
just
cheese
looks
is
awful.
on my list.
Mine too. So 3 out of the 4 have got
I've never
cottage cheese.
tasted it.
Cottage cheese,
Just looks
and then
awful.
I would round it with your English peas, which I hate.
Oh, what do I hate so much about English?
And
cheese?
then
texture.
I would cover it with beets.
I used to hate the little small green peas. But
English peas?
It's so gross.
Oh, they're disgusting.
Because I went to this place in Homewood that had this pasta salad with chopped carrots and the English peas in it. And it has olive oil and lemon oil.
Well, sometimes once
drizzled on it with a little salt and pepper.
Once
It's
blended
delicious.
with something that can mask the taste, it's kind of like having a bunch of stew where everything tastes the same. But no, not English peas on their own is just disgusting. I put it in fried rice. I can do it if it's a 16 English peas in the whole dish. I'll be okay with that. But I'm not going to. No.
Yeah,
Mine would be called rancid raccoon, by the way.
What would you go for dessert? You didn't do a dessert.
Dessert, I probably would go a out-of-date Zagnut.
Is this a fresh Zagnut? Well, not
Hell,
there.
it's out of date.
Like the ones that Chevy Chase ate in seems like old
What's
times.
in the Zagnut? Is it
caramel?
Nougat.
I don't even know.
I like caramel.
Nougat.
Is it
I
nougat?
don't think they make a Zagnut anymore, do they?
I'm sure
Here,
they
I'm
do.
going to Google Zagnut.
Yeah.
See what's in it.
If I was guessing, I'd go nougat with a crushed hazelnut drizzled with some kind of
Rice Krispies.
no. It's got it's that stuff that's on top outside of a zero bar.
Zagnut bar,
It's definitely got a nut in it.
peanut butter and coconut candy bar.
Oh, gross.
Oh,
What a terrible
I don't like
combo.
either one of them.
I like peanut butter, but you mix it with coconut.
Well, I think those kind of candy bars, the mixture of coconut and stuff, started back in World War II.
Is it still exist though?
It was introduced in 1930. I don't see that it has died.
Speaking of dumping,
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
go ahead.
No, Hershey bought it. Yeah, I think Hershey.
See, that's
owns
when it
now.
lost quality, man. When it
Oh
got-
yeah, Leaf International started. I think it's still with us, Lance. I don't believe the Zagnut has died.
I hadn't seen his egg.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be my dessert, though.
Yeah.
I drink a tab for my.
A Tab Cola.
I love all.
Oh, mine would be
I
a bottle of wine. Can you imagine me just like, oh God.
I love seafood, but I don't like freshwater fish because it tastes fishier. Like I don't like catfish. Like I like, anything.
Yeah, anything caught in the ocean.
Anything caught in the
But
ocean.
one time you and I were having a meal and I ordered shrimp and you said you refuse to order shrimp unless you can see the ocean from where you're eating.
And that changed in Oxford, Mississippi this year when I got the shrimp and grits at
Oh, shrimp
whatever
and grits
that.
are good.
What's that famous?
City Grocery?
City Grocery.
How'd you get so uppity, man? The mud puddle, like you would only eat freshwater fish back in the day, right?
Well, that's all we had, but I hated it. And I guess that's why I hated it because, that's all we could eat some days.
So you don't like salmon?
I like salmon.
What's freshwater?
Yeah, I don't count that as freshwater. I like salmon.
Because you like it.
We don't catch those in the ocean. Well, I'm talking about catfish, really.
Okay,
like when
so
you catch
basically
in a
lake.
pond or brim,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff where you catch them and you fry them
Rainbow
up right
trout.
there, right?
Yeah.
Just can't stand that stuff, and because it has that fishy taste to it, and especially if you got to pick bones out, like we used to have to.
Oh, whole catfish? Like
Yeah.
you go to a joint, people order whole
Yes.
catfish. I do not get
Those
that.
little things. I'm
Like, but
please,
what? It's
pain
not
in the
any
ass.
better coming off the bone than it is the fillet. I don't get.
Can't
So
stand it.
primal.
Yeah, it really is. And if you get one of those bones in your throat, I mean, they're that
done.
small.
You're done.
Oh my gosh, they're awful.
Cottage cheese was on mine,
Yep.
and there's this thing. I think I'm saying it right. LT described it for me. I knew what I didn't like, but it's corned beef hash.
Yeah.
I don't like corned beef, but there's a corned beef hash that I've had along the way. Knowing me, it was probably a hamburger helper.
It
so
had to
probably
have
the
been
best
cheap
stuff.
because I ate that stuff growing up too with Spam.
Oh, could not stand it. It was the worst tasting.
My
stuff.
mom would fry Spam and I'd eat that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know that
On
I've
the
ever
way to
had.
Urbana.
And I'll be
Go
honest,
see the
I don't
cemetery.
I don't like a bologna sandwich from fancy places that give you the thick cut bologna.
You want to rip the little red
I
thing
want
off?
the
don't
little
you?
red thing
Yeah.
off and fry that thing up where it's
Yeah.
a little crunchy to it. But you raved about a place just outside of Nashville, the best fried bologna sandwich. So I went up there and had it, and it was so thick it was like I was eating a hot dog.
Yeah,
wing.
pockets. But I'll tell you, they do the thick one at the breakfast place by us now.
Yeah.
I did the chicken biscuit yesterday.
Well,
The way they do it the right way, but they do the bologna's great.
See, I asked him the other day. I said, "How thick is the bologna?" Oh, it's thick cut. And I
Yeah.
said, "I'm going to go with the chorizo bowl." I think so. I went with
We
it.
used to do it in the microwave. Like my parents would my dad would get a paper plate.
Pop.
Yeah, my dad would get a paper plate and he'd put the bologna on it and a little piece of cheese on top, and that bologna would kind of fold up like a bowl
That's right.
in the microwave.
Do you remember I know you do, when the microwave first really came
Oh
out?
yeah.
I mean, this
That was a
takes the
game
shit out of
changer,
us,
wasn't
but-
it? Yeah.
Oh, I remember my ultimate snack is I'd get like 15 saltines and just break up pieces of like a Kraft single
Yeah.
Right.
and put them on there. And I thought those cheese crackers were incredible.
The best thing ever.
So you do a Kraft single on a saltine and put it in the microwave?
Yeah. And
Interesting.
and
Just
for
melted
like 12
cheese.
Oh, yeah,
seconds,
yeah, yeah.
and it would just melt
Yeah.
down, and I'd have like
Okay.
20 crackers with cheese on
Because my dad would get a paper plate and he would spread out the nachos,
Yeah.
like the nacho chips, and he would put shredded cheese on it and put it in the microwave.
Yeah. Peppers.
Chips and cheese, yeah.
You know what I call that? What's the place at Auburn? What's the
Oh,
Mama Goldberg's.
Mama Goldberg's.
That's the way they do theirs.
With the nachos.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they steam
works,
them.
though.
They
They
steam
do,
them.
and they use pepper jack cheese.
Yes.
Yeah, my dad was just using
With the jalapenos, they work.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like it.
I love it, but I always feel like I paid for something. I can do this at the
Oh,
house.
I know, on a paper plate in my
Yes.
microwave.
Do this at the
Yeah.
house.
All right, so I mean, y'all are well aware of summer 1993, my beef stroganoff incident. So that's got to be there. To this day, I can't even hear. We were somewhere having dinner not long ago, and their special was a fancy beef stroganoff. And Jennifer looked at me and was like, "Oh my God, do not order that. I get so sick of hearing about how much you hate beef stroganoff." Because she has told me, she goes, that when I decide to kill you, I'm just going to feed you beef stroganoff. That's how I'm going to do it.
Because you won't eat.
I mean,
Tell her I'll buy it for her.
1993, the summer of 93, I'd played pool baseball at Bart Streets all day, pool wiffle ball, in the heat of the summer.
You also saw.
I went home and ate leftover in the line of fire. You know, Dunaway tells stories all the time, but if I'm going to tell this one again, he's going to get all.
No, I just love the way Roxy always finishes your stories sometimes.
You do that too.
No, I'm letting you tell
Yeah.
the story. Roxy jumps in there.
Line of Fire, man.
Well, the Line of
Clint
Fire was
Eastwood was
moving.
old in 1993.
Yeah, 93, and it was summer of 93, and I go home and eat leftover beef stroganoff, and we go to Plaza Cinemas on 21 in Anniston. And again, I'll say God bless whoever had to clean that bathroom. So that'd be on the plate. Cottage cheese is there as well. Raw onions, just a sliced onion, absolutely hate them.
Is this
like
is this
onions.
something? Did y'all ever have those little, was it Del Monte, where they take the pear halves? It's already in the can. You
Oh,
take it-
yeah.
Oh, pear
and they-
salad?
And then no, they put.
Fruit cocktail with cherries.
I love
No,
that.
they
Man.
take the
Mayonnaise?
pear- No, they take pear half and put cottage cheese on
Yeah,
it.
I've seen
yeah,
that. My
yeah,
mom
yeah,
used to eat that.
Yeah,
That's
we used
good.
to do that. I was like, this is so gross. The pear is great. Just scrub that
I would
cheese
try
off.
to eat around the pear.
Take that
too.
cheese off.
No, but Lance is right. Just the little fruit cocktail, the pear with a cherry in
It
it.
smelled like feet, but it was good.
Yeah, I liked it.
Do you know what
Have you ever
call-
had pickled pears?
I have not.
Yeah, those are good too.
Do you know what you call a cow that beats its meat?
Oh, beef stroganoff, man.
I'll never eat it.
Beef stroganoff.
I'm telling you, man. I've never
hated
been.
that.
Oh, I hate it. And for dessert, I like most desserts. I do not like cheesecake. I've just
I
never
like
been a cheesecake fan.
I was craving. We had some from our friends at Slice over Thanksgiving, but I was craving the one from the other place we went the other day, the
Yeah.
sweet potato one you got.
I am in a very small minority, but cheesecake tastes like I'm eating chalkboard chalk. It's just got this real chalky
It's just-
sensation. Do you
it's
like
just-
it?
I like it, but it's really filling. It's so rich. It's one of those things
I'm
where
just
like
not a fan of
I got
cheesecake.
like after like 4 or 5 bites.
I mean,
that's
I'll
the
eat almost
crust.
any dessert, but cheesecake, like if you wanted to do it before I was executed, cheesecake and a mug of coffee, and I got to drink the coffee with the cheesecake. Whoa.
Well, your taste buds change because this year I have fallen in love with macaroni and cheese over the last
Oh,
few
welcome
weeks.
aboard!
And I
Yeah.
guarantee it ain't
Outside.
Kraft.
And it
No.
started. We were at a restaurant, Maggie and I were down on the coast, and what's it Red? What's it? The
Red Bar?
Red Bar.
Yeah, I don't know.
And they had a macaroni and cheese that was the big noodle,
Uh-huh.
and just swimming. It was almost like cheese soup,
Right.
and it was their macaroni and cheese, and it was delicious. So that kicked it in. But I had some even over Thanksgiving that was really, really good. So
So you're on board with macaroni and
I'm on
cheese?
board
you
with
like it
macaroni and
baked?
Cheese.
They had the big cheese stuff and the melted cheese on top, and it's just like a bare noodle under it.
Yeah, I
I don't
do.
like it like I don't like it like that.
I'm
It's
okay
just
anyway. I'm okay with it.
I kind of like it every way.
Well, maybe not a bare noodle, but like my mom used to do the baked, but she would put like a block of Velveeta down
Yeah.
in it, and that would melt all in the cheese, and then she'd bake cheese on top
I
of it.
still, in a pinch, can eat the Kraft.
Oh, I can
love it.
too. I make it for my little
I'll do
one.
Velveeta shells and cheese all day.
My 8-year-old, you get those microwavable
Packet.
bowls? Yeah. And I'll mix it up, and when you mix it up, a few shells are stuck on the spoon.
Yeah, you
Pop
gotta eat
that.
it.
I had a buddy growing up. His name was Robbie, and his single mom family, poor. And when I would go over there, she would always make us the Kraft mac and cheese and 2 pieces of peanut butter toast. And I'd put that
What a
damn mac
weird
and cheese on the
combo.
peanut butter toast. It was legit.
God, Lance.
It was good.
You would put mac and cheese on peanut butter toast? That's awful.
What is one thing you used to hate that you like now, food-wise?
Pepper.
Like black pepper?
I
out
never
of the
could.
chicken?
I could never could do pepper. If something was pepper, like a peppered chicken, pre-peppered, I was like, I can't do it. I would shave it off with the butter knife, and then I was no kidding, 2019 or 2018, it finally hit. Like, I love pepper.
Yeah, you guys be shocked. Mine's mayonnaise. As a kid, I hated it.
Really?
And I mean, I love it.
I love
I hated it
mayonnaise.
as a kid too. I couldn't eat mayonnaise.
Yeah, because I don't know why, and I don't know why we don't do it like this anymore. But like all the grilled cheeses, and maybe it was just Aunt Frances made it like this, but I think some other people, they would put mayonnaise on the grilled cheese, and I was like, you ruined my grilled cheese.
Yeah.
And now
Oh,
nobody puts
mayonnaise
mayonnaise on
on
the grilled
grilled
cheese.
cheese?
Oh, it's delicious now.
Yeah.
Nobody does it though.
Boy, Aunt Frances with her Kool-Aid and the mayonnaise grilled cheese.
The cemetery.
Is that the one that took you to the cemetery? In Moundville or wherever you were?
Verbena.
Maplesville.
Verbena?
Well, Verbena,
Maplesville.
Verbena, then to Maplesville.
Yeah. I thought about y'all when I use mayonnaise on my Thanksgiving turkey and dressing sandwich. That's like one of the only times I use mayonnaise all year. And I thought about y'all because y'all love you some mayonnaise.
Yeah,
I put it on both slices.
I
of
ate
bread.
Thanksgiving 4 times this year.
Oh, I ate the heck out of
2
Thanksgiving.
times the day of,
Yeah.
Friday, and then again Saturday.
Well, I got to do that turkey and
I
dressing
didn't do it
sandwich.
Saturday. I did it Sunday again.
During the Egg Bowl, turkey and dressing sandwich is a must.
Sunday's always a gamble. It seems like you're still eating some things.
Yeah, I tried. I was going to bring some ham up here today. Tried it. A little off.
Well, the problem with Thanksgiving, like reheating it, is you can't just. Do you heat it all on the same plate? Like, do you just throw out everything and put it on the same plate?
Pretty much. And they all are different temperatures.
That's
I
what I'm
know.
saying. Yeah, stuff heats at a different
I
rate.
do my meats, my sweet potato casserole, my mac and cheese, and my dressing
all separate.
differently.
Yeah, I'm with Dunaway.
Because
You
getting
can't-
that dressing right
That's right.
is hard to do.
Yeah, you kind of got to warm it differently and then put it on the plate.
What I do is I like nuke it for 2 minutes and then leave it for like 5.
Listen, I don't want to say I'm not from a trailer park, but what I'd like to do in my dressing is go into the air fryer and heat it back up that way because it sort of crunches the side, makes it stiff.
The air fryer is great for heating stuff back up. It heats it much better than the microwave does.
Like if you have been driving too long, or DoorDash, or some French fries, and they're not enough.
Yes, sir.
Throw that French fries in there.
Like if you go get fries to go, and you get home and they're just a touch soggy, that air fryer gets them right back crisp.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you
Air
what,
fryer's like the new trend right now.
it is, and I'll tell you what the air fryer is good for too, is reheating pizza. There's a pizza setting, at least on mine. I don't know if it's on all of them, but there's a pizza setting, and you just pop it in there, and in no time, it's just like brand new pizza.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's good.
And up at Mentone, the first dish, to show you my reputation, the first dish of dressing they pulled out of the oven was overcooked and burned on the edges.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, we're gonna have to throw this one away. Nobody's gonna eat this." And my wife said, "Oh, Jim will eat all of that. Just set that aside. Jim will serve all
The
of it."
crispy one?
Oh yeah.
God, I
it
hate
was-
burned stuff.
It was almost burned on the top, and it was crunchy all over.
Was it good?
The best dressing I've ever had. Extra. I'm the guy that goes into Waffle House and says, "Make my waffles, dark." That's what you say.
Ugh.
Dark. Waffles dark, please.
I like my waffles like my soul. I want them dark. Hey, Big
Like
Really
LT's
places that
movie
joke.
choices. Make them dark and bloody.
Speaking of movies, we're about to do the cheesiest movie lines, all right? That's coming up, which is every movie Dunaway watches. McCurry Van and Car Rental brings you the Mystery Fifth Hour Rockstar. McCurry Van and Car Rental, the trucks, SUVs, passenger vans, they're tough to find right now. They make it easy, and they get you in and out fast. Locations in Athens, Muscle Shoals, Huntsville, and Coleman on 2nd Avenue Northwest. Call and reserve your rental today, 256-559-1003. That's 256-559-1003, or McCurryRentals.com. That is McCurryRentals.com. Cheesiest movie line ever.
Nobody.
Hang on, let me tell you. I'm sorry, I should not have pointed at you.
I know where you're going.
No, hang on. The reason I asked this, is I was at Thanksgiving.
So bad.
Hang on, I was at Thanksgiving at my parents' house over in Jacksonville, and my brother, his son is 7, I think, and he had a Nerf gun, and he was shooting people with a Nerf gun, and he got in trouble for doing it. And after he got it back, he had it taken away. After he got it back, he goes, "Say hello to my little friend." And I'm like, my gosh, you're 7. And that movie came out when?
83.
81.
83.
Yeah, 83.
And it's a cheesy line in that movie.
Yeah.
But for a 7-year-old to know that, and he only goes up and says, "Say hello to my little friend."
Awful.
And I'm like,
Casino?
it is
Scarface.
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 But you were at least kind of in the right genre there.
close.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
actors in both.
The first time I saw this movie was a couple of years ago, and it came out in 1988, I think.
87.
87. Dirty Dancing. Nobody puts baby in a corner.
So bad. It's one of
And
the
like they even talked about, like you can go back and watch on, Netflix has got that series of what the movies that made us.
Yeah.
We watched it.
And they talk about how bad everybody thought that line was, and I think Patrick Swayze was like, I'm not saying that line or whatever, and they
Boy, he
finally-
did.
Yeah, and it worked out, but boy, that is a terrible.
I mean, it's
line.
probably, it's the most famous line for that movie.
Oh yeah, it's
Easy.
probably one of the most famous lines in cheesy movie history.
I think that's a test of how good a line is. If I can say the line and you can give me the movie, I think most people can give you the movie on that line.
So you're saying that would be a good Halloween haunted house, Patrick Swayze's version of hell, like he's a zombie and he just walks around saying, "Nobody puts baby in the corner. Nobody puts."
I don't
baby
know where
in
that
the
comes
corner."
from, but
Wow.
I'll give you another.
Or your Halloween costume, you could dress as a baby and just stand in the corner of the
Yeah,
entire
that'd be
party.
good.
Another Patrick Swayze though, Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Classic. But the first fight scene that he's involved in, Dalton, Jeff Healey, blind guys playing.
Angel Eyes, that was a great song.
And this chick, she was like, "Who is that?" And he goes, "The name is Dalton," on the microphone. I'm like, how did this blind fucker see? To go out a bar, there's a fight in here every night.
It's totally unbelievable
The
now.
name is Dalton.
You can hear it.
Jeff
Mine is, and if I had my wedding ring on today, we actually had.
You
This
gonna
is
borrow
going
mine?
to shock you.
Oh no. Oh God.
No, it's not.
You had me at hello.
It's in your wedding ring, don't we?
Yes.
It's engraved in your wedding ring.
Yes, you had me at hello.
Did you get married in 96 or 97?
It was in '98.
The movie came out in 96.
So that's
Me at
from
Hello.
Jerry Maguire.
Yep.
You have me at hello.
You
Well,
had
better
me
than
at
the
hello.
Lionel Richie song.
Hello.
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 So did Maggie really have you at hello, or was that just you liked the movie line and you
No,
thought
I
it was?
liked the movie. And,
Yeah.
and the other line I love from that movie didn't fit inside my ring.
Oh my God.
Don't ever.
Show me the money.
No.
Yeah.
Quan, what did he say?
It said, "Don't ever stop," and then we ran out of room.
What's a circle?
You have me at hello. I don't believe that. I'm going to need to see that wedding ring.
I'm pretty sure it's on the inside.
Pretty sure. Look how quick he backed off.
It's been a while since I had it on my fat finger.
Is that the problem? It won't fit anymore?
I hope so, Brown. It's not our marital status. No,
just
that's not the
asking.
problem, Brown. It's something I need to tell you. No, it's fingers are a little chunky right now, Brown.
all right, man.
As you guys know, I keep up with my weight. I hit the big 200.4.
It's the holiday season, man.
I know.
We're all
I gotta get
gaining.
down. I
We're all
gotta get down.
gaining. Yeah.
Gotta eat some of that corned beef hash.
Mine is a great movie. Is what is it? Why Can't I Quit You? Or
I can't quit you.
I thought it was Why Can't I Quit You?
Yeah.
We hit the
Hey,
screensaver
T.
limit.
We need some help here. I'm screaming off.
Well, we can keep rolling. We keep.
Oh, no,
rolling.
we're good. We're good.
It's just celebratory stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's fireworks.
fireworks.
Thanks, T. Taylor Corn, everybody.
We're supposed to clap.
Yep.
I
just
can't
a-
quit you, bro. Brown Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great movie. Just the line is just
Was it that cheesy of a line, or did people make it cheesy because that's all they used for that movie?
same thing with Nobody Puts Baby in the Corner. Like that could
Yeah.
go two ways. It could be iconic or cheesy iconic.
As
Yeah.
we record this is on the Monday after rivalry weekend, with championship games coming up in Alabama. According to some people's job, I hope for the playoffs. Big debate on The Athletic was Nicole Auerbach says Alabama's got no chance. Stuart Mandel's clap back to her was the playoff committee's relationship with Alabama is very Brokeback Mountain. They can't quit Alabama.
It's true, by the way. It's a good line by her. That's true, by the way. I'll give you another one. I was watching, I like The Patriot with Mel Gibson, Heath Ledger. I know you think it's cheesy.
I thought it was okay. I mean, I thought it was.
You like The Patriot?
I've seen The Patriot. I have not seen
Church,
Braveheart.
church scene's tough.
Braveheart because I don't like the line. I've never seen Braveheart, but I like They Can't Take Our Freedom. That's a cheesy line.
Yeah, the church scene is tough. So,
I'd rather see Old Yellow go down than I would that church thing.
so
I mean, one dog compared to
a bunch of humans.
50 souls. Yeah.
So Mel Gibson, they've had to flee their hideout, and they're living out on the beach. And Heath Ledger's getting married to the girl that ends up in the church, right? And Mel Gibson's sitting on the beach with his sister-in-law, and so Mel Gibson's sitting out on the beach, and she walks up. She goes, "No, wait a minute. She's sitting on the beach. I got it. She's sitting on the beach. He walks up and goes, 'Can I sit here?' And she goes, 'It's a free country.' Or at least it will be."
Oh, my
I'm
God.
like, oh God, that's such a. I like this movie, but that is such a cheesy line.
At least it will be.
You think they said that in 1775?
I got a great line. This has got the writing. This
Yeah,
is
it's a free country, or at least it will be. Cool. All right, that is the Mystery Fifth Hour. Point it to him, Rockstar. McCurry Van and Car Rental. McCurry Van and Car Rental. McCurryRentals.com. 256-559-1003. The trucks, SUVs, passenger vans that are tough to find, they get them for you and get you in and out quick. They're at McCurry. Muscle Shoals, Huntsville, Athens, Coleman on 2nd Avenue Northwest. McCurryRentals.com. That's McCurryRentals.com. Join us every single day, 9 to 1, on the next round. You got to call a play here, real quick, the clock running. Jimbo?
hey, give us a thumbs up, Brown.
Rockstar, that's what they do. They give us a thumbs up. A thumbs up on the old YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, set your alerts. Follow us on social media at Next Round Live. We'll see you next time on the Mystery Fifth Hour.